have a tutorial for you guys, and it's a Valentine's Day tutorial and collaboration with Fabiola from FabFashionReviews. I am going to link down her channel down below so you guys can definitely check her out, subscribe to her, check out her channel. She has awesome videos. And yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this tutorial. So starting off, I'm using the Present, and this is a really great primer. You do kind of have to let it sit and kind of absorb for a little while. So after I apply it, I do kind of wait a minute or so just to let you guys know. And next I'm taking the Glow Minerals Luxe Foundation and the Nars Sheer Matte and mixing both of these to kind of get my perfect kind of satin mixture. I've really been using up the Nars Sheer Matte just because I kind of want to get my money's worth and use it up. So I've been mixing it in with other foundations that I really like. And the Glow Minerals kind of just has more of a glowy finish, and it just does a really good job with mixing it with a matte one. So I've been really into mixing. So I'm just using my Real Techniques and buffing all of this in. I do add a little bit more where I need extra coverage and just buff it in. And lately I've been really into more using buffing foundation brushes than the Beauty Blender. I like the Beauty Blender more for concealer. Next, I'm taking the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is in the shade NC20, and just applying this underneath the eyes. This just really brightens. I love how this concealer is very long wearing. It stays put. It's one of my all-time favorites. Of course, as everyone has the same issue, I do not like that it is the pump doesn't really work that well. And I'm just taking this brush, this is from the Amazon set, and just really patting on this concealer all over that triangle area underneath the eye to really brighten up the area. Next, I'm taking my Coty Airspun and the Real Techniques sponge to really bake underneath the eye area. This sponge, may it rest in peace, fell on the floor after this, and Rocky got to it, and it ended up being into like 100 different pieces. Next, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in the shade 220 and just really setting all my foundation with this. Lately, I've been really loving this powder. It just really does a really great job of mattifying your skin and just adding a little bit of extra coverage as well. Next, I'm taking the MAC Duo. I totally forgot the name of this. I think it's called Emphasize and Bone. So I'm taking Emphasize as a contour shade, and then I don't think I use Bone at all. So just using Emphasize to really contour my face. This is more of a reddish pinky undertone contour, but I did really want to use this. This was back in the day from the D Squared collection from MAC. And I am going in with that little brush to contour my nose as well. Then I'm taking the MAC 109 to just buff everything out. So just buff, buffing like crazy just so that it doesn't seem as harsh as when you first apply it and looks more natural. So next, I'm just going to go ahead and brush off all of that excess powder, and that just kind of finishes my baking method. Next, oh, I did use it. This is the Bone, and this is super light. This gives a lot of brightness underneath the eye, and it's a really nice kind of highlighting shade. I hadn't used it in forever, and I've been cleaning out my collection and gave a ton of stuff to my mom, so hopefully I'll be using other stuff as well. So this is the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and just applying this all over the lid as my base. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of Scotch tape, just kind of give me a more defined eye look. I do kind of go in and blend it afterwards, but not as harshly. So next I'm taking, this is MAC Soft Brown. I absolutely love this as a transition shade, and just applying it all over the crease from side to side. And that's exactly what it is, just a really great transition shade. Next, I'm taking Porter by Kathleen Light's Where the Night Is from Colourpop, and this is going to be my kind of crease color. I do kind of even put this somewhat on the lid, and I was just saying sorry right there because I didn't realize that I wasn't up close. So just taking this with a synthetic brush. Every time you use Colourpop, you want to have synthetic brushes. Then I'm taking Weenie, and Weenie is also from her collection, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid. First I used a synthetic brush, but then I didn't really like the way it was packing it on. It was taking too long, so I went ahead and switched to my finger, and it just kind of makes life a lot more easier. It is really nice to have brushes for the inner corners because sometimes your fingers can overdo it and then you'll end up with product on your nose. But literally, like Colourpop's, it's really good to use your finger as well just because it really packs on stuff. And then I'm just going in with the brush to really blend that out. And then I'm taking I Heart This as that inner tear duct kind of highlight. And then Foxy from my Naked Basics is just going to be my eyebrow shade. And then I kind of use that to also buff out that sharp line that I got from the tape as well, just because I didn't want it to look as sharp. Then I'm taking Makeup Geek's Bitten, and this is going to be my under eye shade, just because it's more or less the same color as Porter, and it just kind of ties the whole thing together. And then I added, I think, a little bit more of I Heart This to that little inner corner. And there I'm just taking the shade. I don't think I added anything to my brush, just to kind of just like blend it out on that edge. Next, I'm taking, this is NYX Matte Liquid, my eyes watering. This is NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and this is me just trying to do liquid liner. I suck at it, and then my eyes watering, so I'm just taking a Q-tip to kind of dry it. And I just did a line across the top, no wing or anything, just because I knew I was going to use these KoKo lashes, the goddess ones. So I just wanted a line so that way you don't see the band as much. So just a thin line. It's not like super thick or anything, just a line. And then I'm taking the L'Oreal gel to do my waterline on the top and on the bottom. And then I'm filling in my eyebrows, and I'm using the new L'Oreal one, and this is what I've really been liking lately. I love how natural they look using this pencil. I have to say I'm really super impressed. Then I'm taking Baby Love from my Too Faced Flush blush palette, and this is going to be my blush for today. I really love how natural this blush looks. It's just like a perfect shade. Like if you don't know what to wear, this is like a perfect shade to wear. Next, I'm taking my girl Nikki's highlight. This is Eternally Greige. This highlight is amazing. It's so beautiful. I will have her Etsy store linked down below, and I'm applying that just on top of where I applied the blush, just to really highlight that cheekbone. Ta-da! And then I'm just applying a little bit of Rimmel's Lash Accelerator as my mascara, just so my lashes have a little bit of something in them before I apply the lashes. And last, I'm taking the KoKo lashes and applying those suckers. And I did leave in this clip because I wanted to show you guys how hard it is to apply these lashes. The band is super thick, and you have to really work kind of fast at the same time to apply them and get them to stay on. And as you can see right there, it's like I had to hold it in place so that way it'll stick. And so these aren't super easy to apply. Then I kind of let them dry a little bit, and then pinch them in place as well. So I just kind of want to show you guys, lashes are a pain in the butt. And I mean, I've been applying them for some while, but still. And these especially, they have such a thick band. They're such a pain. So after I let it dry a little bit, then I go in and really pinch them together with my lashes, and then they're set in place. And then it looks like you kind of killed a pigeon and put them on your eyes, but they're beautiful. So next, I'm taking this lip liner in Cinnamon. I forgot I think it's called Bellapierre. I will have everything listed down below.
And I am kind of going on the outside, just a tiny bit of my natural lip line. My lips aren't exactly symmetrical. I don't think any of me is symmetrical. I'm not really symmetrical at all, so I do kind of try to help my mouth a little bit, but yeah, I am trying to learn how to overline them just the tiniest bit. And then I'm taking Colourpop's Bad Habit, which I've really been loving this shade lately, and this is the liquid lipstick that I have on. I'm just going over where I traced the lip liner and going in, and this shade is beautiful. I really love Colourpop. And as you see, Rocky, I had to finally just leave the door open for him so he can go back and forth, because he's being such a brat lately, and then if not, he makes me look bad in my videos and stands in the corner as if I have him and he's in trouble. And then last is my L'Oreal Infallible Spray, and then I'm just using a fan to dry that off.
So that is it for this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. I love you guys to death. I hope you guys have an awesome Valentine's Day, and yeah, hopefully you get a lot of chocolates, and until next time, love you guys. Bye.